What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kenny in the Heights, and it's a Margarita Thursdays. If you better be thirsty. What's going on, everybody? I am in the Heights at the famous Tapitos on 176 and Broadway. Really cool, laid back, trendy Mexican spot. Yo, so I am having a margarita on the rocks with Bullet bourbon. Cheers, guys. Happy Margarita Thursdays. This is delicious. This is actually the manager's signature drink. So if you come here, ask for Steven's signature margarita and tell them that Kenny in the Heights told you to get it. Cheers. All right, guys, so let's get to it. A lot to get to. Kanye West. Kanye West has had a manic breakdown, everyone. As we all know, you've seen it. It's played out with Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. He's claiming that Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner are trying to lock him up, like in the movie Get Out. He also threw them under the bus, said a couple of things that I feel like he shouldn't have said. But you know, when people are going through these type of situations, you can't really filter what they're saying and how they're feeling, and it just all comes out. But he said that there was a discussion that they were going to abort Nora, that she wasn't going to be existing, that he was going to have him have an abortion with Nora. He says that Kris Jenner always screens his phone calls and always watches what he does. He said that he wants to have a divorce from Kim. He has said a lot of things. I feel bad for the dude. You know, obviously, 4 years ago, he was diagnosed with bipolar, so he's been going up and down with this. This is not the first time we've seen this type of behavior. And I think it started when he said he was going to run for president. So all this came out on his campaign tour that he was doing for the presidency. And he released a lot of stuff. One thing I will say about this situation and to people in general, there's some things that you should just keep to yourself. Not everything needs to be disclosed to everyone. Your business is your business, and you have the right to tell people what you want them to know. You don't have to tell everything. We don't need to know that North would have been aborted. We don't need to know that you're having problems with Kim. We know that you're a rapper, producer. We know her from reality TV shows and red carpet. You should keep it at that. We don't need to know these personal things. I myself, I'm very particular who I tell my business to. I'm very private. Some people will say, oh, well, you're not telling everybody everything. No, I don't have to tell everybody everything. That's my right. That's my business. I don't owe anybody any explanation about how I tell you my business. Within time, I feel like, once you feel comfortable with people, you get to know them, it's a process, then you can tell them, but you don't need to tell everybody everything up front, and you don't need to disclose all your personal business. I'm sorry to hear that he's going through this. I wish him the best. Everybody has their judgment on him. Dave Chappelle went out there to, be with him, to give him some support. It's a sickness. And I think what he really needs is people around him who generally care about him and want him to get better, and not always put his business in the media. He does that himself, granted, but I think the people around him who really care about him should be talk to him and protect him and help him get better, because once all this is over with and you get better and you're on your meds, you're still going to have these things lingering over you that you have said about your daughter, about how you feel about Kim posing for Playboy and sleeping with Ray J and making that video, and how you feel about that. Those are things that you should keep to yourself. I understand that he's sick and maybe he's not in his right mind to be able to filter himself, but this should be a lesson to people everywhere. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you put out there, because regardless if you get better, they're not going to think about you being sick. They're going to think about you being sick and you saying these things. So get well, man. I wish you the best, and let's see what happens. Continuing story similar, Tamar Braxton, Tony Braxton's sister, was found in a hotel at the Ritz-Carlton downtown LA, unresponsive. Now, Tamar, welcome to the Heights. That's all I can say. Now, Tamar was found by her boyfriend David, and apparently she had been having a battle with the network, the WeTV, about her upcoming season for Braxton Family Values. And they decided that they wanted to use Tamar's childhood trauma for ratings, which included rape, assault, and abuse. She had been fighting with them. They decided that they were going to do it. She decided to take some pills that had been prescribed to her for anxiety and depression and mix it with alcohol, and David found her unresponsive in the hotel. Prior to that, he also found a letter that she had written and left it at her home. Now, once again, nobody would know about that if you hadn't told anybody. And this is my point that I was making earlier. You don't need to disclose everything to everybody. Not everybody has the best for you. Not everybody has the best intentions for you. And they will take stuff, when they can get stuff, they will take stuff and use it against you as a weapon to help them get to where they need to get to. So when you disclose these issues, they weren't looking at you and being sympathetic about, oh, this happened to you. I'm sorry. They were looking at it like, oh, this can bring my ratings up. This can make me get more money. She was very distraught about it and upset. She tried to take her own life. She's in the hospital now. She's responding now, but she's still in critical condition. People, please pray for Tamar, pray for Kanye, but please also keep your business to yourself. You don't need to tell everybody everything about you. Let people invest in you, get to know you, spend time with you, and gradually let things come out. You don't need to be an open book right away. My mother used to take us to the mall, and they used to have these kiosks. And at one of these kiosks, they used to sell gold, like on a rope. You would pull it, and you could just cut off as much gold you wanted for a necklace, bracelet, ankle bracelet, whatever. And my mother used to say, just because it glitter doesn't mean it's always gold. And just because people are smiling in your face and saying they're your friend and they care about you doesn't necessarily mean that they are your friends and they have the best intentions for you. You know, people will get information about you because you done told them and use that as a weapon for themselves, like I said earlier. So be careful what you say to people. Check people out. You know, take time to get to know somebody and check them out, you know. And for those people who are skeptical about people like myself who don't want to disclose everything to everybody up front right away, those people who want to go and investigate and check, stop that. Wait for somebody to tell you what they want to tell you or what you want them to tell you. It's more authentic that way than for you to go and investigate and dig and look. Because a lot of times you find stuff that's not really true. And wait to hear it from the horse's mouth itself. All right? Pray for those two guys, all right? So now, Megan Thee Stallion. We all know her for her hot song, Savage. Well, gotta sip on this one. Child, this one's a mess too. This is a great drink, guys. You gotta come here. Anyway, so Megan was hanging out with Kylie Jenner and some other people in the pool, chilling, hanging out. One of the people was Tory Lanez. He's a rapper, Canadian rapper, producer. Well, obviously, Megan and Tory got into an argument. Megan decided she was going to leave. In the process of her trying to leave, he shot her in her foot. I will repeat this again. He shot her in her foot. Now, I'm sure you've probably heard the latest that Drea Michelle, we know her from Housewives, Basketball Wives, I'm sorry. She did a podcast and she kind of was praising the fact that the guy shot her in the foot. She was saying, oh, that just means that you love me even more. No, Drea, that don't mean that. She since then apologized about that. But Drea, I'm going to get to you on another segment. But anyway, he shot Megan in the foot. He's been arrested. Since then, he's been released out on $35,000 bail. He has to return to court for his case in October. Now, this all happened in the Hollywood Hills. Now, let me get to, I got some things I have to say about this. First and foremost, dude, what are we doing? Shooting people, and what are we doing shooting people anyway? People, if you've been watching the news, if you can see here in New York and Brooklyn that people are killing people left and right, innocent people, driving up, walking by, just shooting them and killing them. Why are we still continuing this cycle, this sick cycle? Second of all, you're in the Hollywood Hills. People of color, let me tell you something. It's going to get real sad very soon because people are not going to allow us to live in certain neighborhoods because they think that, oh, if this type of person moves in here, it's going to come with this type of garbage and this type of episode, and we don't want this. And then we're going to be extremely limited on where we're going to be allowed to live. And they don't care how much money you have, how much diamond necklaces you have, how many TV shows you're on, because of this type of behavior that continues to go around and around and around. We are going to be extremely limited to where we can live with our money that we make because you guys continue to act like fucking buffoons. Okay? Stop with the crap. Stop it. I feel like if you come to a certain level in life, when you're making money and you're don't even have to be a celebrity, but if you're making money at a certain level, that should come with a certain level of intelligence, respect, integrity. Not this same ghetto, in the hood type of behavior. Things have to change when your lifestyle has changed. Stop continuing to bring that old shit into the new shit because you're messing it up for everybody else. Now, if I try to go get a house in the Hollywood Hills, they ain't gonna let me because they gonna think I'm gonna shoot somebody. Come on. Let's end this cycle. All right? Because, as we all know, we're judged by not individuals, we're judged by a whole. So what you do, they're going to think I do too. All right? All right, my people, that is my segment on my Thursdays. I thank everyone who continues to follow me, who believes in me, who helps me through my process to get to where I need to get to. You guys are never not thought off. I pray for you guys and I thank you guys very much. Continue to follow me. You know, I'm a work in progress and it's going to keep going up. Because you know this is Kenny in the Heights and it's a Margarita Thursday and you better be Thursday on Thursdays. Okay? All right, this is Sapito's Restaurant on 176 and Broadway. Check it out. Get the Steven special, the manager. It's awesome. God bless. Continue to be safe, guys. We're still in this pandemic. Continue to wear your gloves. Continue to wear your mask. Keep your distance. Respect one another. Please respect one another. It's very simple and goes a long way. Take care, guys. Peace out.